So let's add prop type validation. And for this, I'll cancel the development server and then run npm install --save to also save an entry in package.json, and then prop types. This is the package I showed you in the last course section, which is provided by the React team to validate the prop types of your React properties. Simply import prop types from prop types, and you can start using that package. I'll restart the development server with npm start. And then I told you that you can use prop types on components which are created with the class keyword. Now here we have a stateless component created as a function. Well, we can simply convert it, and this doesn't automatically turn it into a container. You could add it to the containers folder, but I still don't plan on managing any state here or passing down any state to any other component. So for me, it still stays a dump component, a normal stateless component. That doesn't change just because I create it with the class keyword. And that is generally an important thing to understand. You don't decide if something is a container or not with the class keyword. You can create all your components as a class if you want. It's just a good practice to use the functional form as often as possible, but it's not a must. Well, with that, let's rename burger ingredient to have a capital B to follow the naming convention of classes. And let's import component as a named import from React. Now, burger ingredient should extend component, and we can then add a class body where we need to implement the render method. Now inside render, we can now execute our logic, our switch statement, and in the end return the ingredient. So simply put that in there, remove that relic down there, and export your newly named class. Now props type won't work because inside a class you access props with this props. So make sure to add a this in front of props. With that, it should be working again though. Now we can add prop type validation by taking our class name, adding the prop types property with a lowercase p, and setting it equal to a JavaScript object. And there I now want to configure the type property using the prop types we imported from that prop types package. Using that, and there I want to make sure the type should be a string, and we can chain another condition that it is required. So if we ever try to use the ingredient component without passing a type, we will get an error. So with that, the burger ingredient is finished. Now, of course, you would be interested to also see it in action. And for that, in the next lecture, we'll actually start building our burger in the burger component.